So for me, as someone who has multiple monitors, this is the most important feature in any game. The fact that you can stretch the window to any resolution you want. Hi, PBG Mishpal here. I'm happy to be with you in this video where I play Death Stranding 2. So yesterday I played the first one. I played like 3 hours. I went through the gameplay, through the setting, and through the three main objectives or missions. Now we will be playing Death Stranding 2 and we will compare it with the first one. So as you can see, it is finally here on PC and I just started it. So before we dive into it, first I will be showing my computer setup so you can have a better idea on my setup and the performance of the game. And second, I will go through the options, the graphics settings and everything. And then we will dive into a walkthrough of 2 hours or so. So let's dive into it. So as for my computer setup, as you can see here, I have 5950X as a CPU. I do have 128 gigs of RAM, that's DDR4, and I have dual 4060 Ti 16 gigs. Both are the same brand and the same model. Also, I do have 6 monitors. So just to show you that I am not bluffing, if I go to the display here, you can see that I have two 6 and a bigger one here on the side. So I will be playing the game basically on this one, and I have OBS on this one. And in the next video, I will be playing maybe the game across all 6 monitors. That's like 5760 by 2160, something like that. In on super wide or ultra wide resolution. That's like this is 4K, this is 1080p, this is 4K but super wide. So as you can see, I have a unconventional setup here. Although the game will run on a single GPU, and the physics will be on the other one. Here, if you click on settings, you will be greeted with this graphics interface, graphics settings. So here I chose the second monitor, which is at the middle, at the bottom. I will play the game in full screen, 1080p, normal. And here, if you choose auto, you can stretch the sides of the window if you are playing in window mode. This is what the games, modern games, especially the Unreal Engine games, lacks. So this is a great additional addition to this game, really. And the other one, the one before it, to be honest, it has like 21:9 aspect ratio if you want to play at 1440p stretched. Here, brightness, I don't really change it. HDR, the 1080p screen is not HDR, so this is disabled by default, as you can see. Here we have the upscaling method, Pico, DLSS. Since the GPU is a 4060 Ti 16 gigs, I will be using DLSS. The only reason for me to use a DLSS is that if I were to change the anti-aliasing to TAA, so TAA is the last anti-aliasing option there, and it looks bad with TAA anyway, so I will be using DLSS with native AA. And then sharpness, I will keep it like that, maybe change to like 3. And next we do have dynamic resolution scaling. I will never use this. So it's like when the game detects that when the game is demanding at certain scenes, the resolution will drop from 1080p to 720 or whatever, just to maintain that 60 FPS. I would rather have a stuttering to see the game stutter than see a horrible texture. So my strategy so far regarding these settings is to never use dynamic resolution scaling ever. Next, we do have VSync, so it will be locked at 60 all the time. And frame generation, I am confident that the game will run at 60 lock, no problem. So I won't be using frame generation. I only resort to frame generation when I am playing at a great resolution like 4K and 4K ultra wide and all that. Latency, it's better to keep it always at reflex plus boost, especially if I am playing at those crazy resolutions. Let's go to the other tab. It's called graphics settings. So basically you can change the graphics here before even starting the game. So there are certain new games that when you click on the executable and you start the game, it first shows you the graphics. It tells you, do you want to change the graphics here and here and here? I don't like that approach at all. The best way to tell you, hey, do you want to change the graphics, is to provide this kind of launcher. For example, all Nexus really games, all these ported games from Sony do have this kind of launcher. I really like this. This is a great way to tell you if you want to change the graphics before starting. Why? Because sometimes you change the graphics inside the game crashes and it will never start. So you have to go to the settings folder and delete the file, the ENA file, for example. So as long as you do have this launcher, you can go back and change from it. Okay, texture quality for me, since I am using a 4060 Ti 16 gigs, I will never go like below the maximum settings of any game whatsoever. So it's unacceptable for me to drop down the settings. I will never go to medium or low or high or whatever. It would be really a turn down for me if I drop the settings just a little bit. So expect all the games I play from now on to be played at the maximum setting ever. And since I am playing on 1080p, uh, it won't make sense for the game to run below 60. Of course, if the game is an Unreal Engine 5, then duh. So as you can see, everything is maxed out. Ambient occlusion. The game has ray tracing, so I am using ray tracing here at its max setting, of course. And I'm a huge advocate of like crazy textures. Since I do have like 16 gigs of VRAM, I would love the games to max out my VRAM, even at 1080p. The options I disable always: depth of field, chromatic aberration, motion blur, and the other one. So here, unfortunately, there is no way to disable depth of field. Maybe if I go to the ANF file, I will be able to do it. So as you can see, basically I'm playing at 1080p, maxed out everything, no compromise. So let's start the game. I failed to mention that I am using a PS4 controller, so let's see if it will detect it automatically. With the first game, if you go back to the video I uploaded yesterday, you will see that the game struggled to show or to detect the PS4 controller right away. It showed me the Xbox buttons instead, and it does not really use all the features of the PS4 controller. But for this one, since it came on PS5, it has that dual sense controller features in mind. Here, as you can see, it detected the PS4 controller right away. And I do see like more options if we compare it with the first one, with the Stranding one. So I'm playing offline really. I don't like playing these games in online with people jumping in your gameplay and all. So let's see. The HUD, since this is our first experience with the game, it's better to show everything concerning the HUD, of course. Show launcher. This is where you can hide that launcher, basically. Pause on focus loss. This is like if I were to click on another executable on my computer, the game will pause, and I don't want that. The controller setting, okay. I already changed these earlier. As you can see, it detected the PS4 controller right away. Input icon display, controllers icon. I wanted to show the controller icon always instead of the keyboard. You can see different icons. Let me choose the PS4. This is PS4 icon pack. No need to. I actually have to click confirm. Keyboard and mouse. I won't touch this since I am using a controller. If I do windowed, let's check this. Okay, the game went to like 1600 to by 900, right? So for me, as someone who has multiple monitors, this is the most important feature in any game. The fact that you can stretch the window to any resolution you want. So, like back in the days, like 2010s, I used to have dual monitors, like 17-inch monitor square, 1280 by 1024, the regular one, really. I used to have two, and I used to stretch games like this across both monitors a little bit just so I won't have the reticle in the middle. It was a fun experience, but with the new games, especially the Unreal Engine ones, they just lock the window right away, and you have to resort to third-party programs to unlock it. Now that I notice something I did not mention earlier is that I am using a Windows 10 IoT Enterprise LTS. You can read it there at the bottom right, and that's the 19041 build basically. So even the idea of, oh bro, you must play on Windows 11, the latest one, so you can run the game perfectly and all that, you don't have to do that. Windows 10, I've been running this LTSC thing for like 5 years now, and on all the games I played, I never had zero problem at all. So if you are still want to use Windows 10, this is your last resort basically. So let's go back to here. Keep an eye on display resolution, okay? Whenever I change the resolution, when I search the monitor, the window, sorry, you can see that the display resolution adapts to the resolution you just set. Boom. If I stretch it again, so this is really what keeps me going back to these Sony ported games. The fact, the freedom you have when you play the game. So let's go back to full screen. Like I said, this is for me, for someone who has multiple monitors, this is the most important feature ever in any game basically. Go back to full screen and it went back to 1080p. Even if even if it doesn't show like multiple options here, you can still resize your window to any resolution you want. So I guess the next video will be me playing the game across all 6 monitors with DLSS quality and frame generation, just to enjoy the scenery basically. Sharpness, I believe I changed the sharpness to 3, not 7. It goes back to 7 for some reason. Dynamic resolution off, of course. Okay, what did I miss? Sharpness, I set it to 3. This kind of this is a bug maybe. Also, the best way to show the graphics is this. When you have like too many options, very high, and all that, let's choose this for example. You can see the arrows. When there is no arrow here, it tells you this is the best option, the last option. When there is no arrow here, it tells you this is the first option. Whereas for the other games, sometimes they don't even I mean, the name of the options, they don't make sense. You don't even know which one is the best, which one is the lowest, which will make you like be confused regarding the settings. So this is again one of the best approaches to show the settings basically. Again, it's a shame that there's no way to turn off depth of field. Voice, the game is in English, I'm speaking in English. Let's show the name of the one who's talking. Again, another huge problem with this game. So as you can see here, I'm showing you the good and the bad and the ugly. I'm not sponsored with the developers on everything, so I show you I provide my honest opinion here. The horrible problem with this game is the fact that it has no split audio setting here, meaning it only has like master volume and that's it. If I turn it down, the music will turn down, the SFX will turn down, the voiceover will turn down. Why not having separate sliders? Especially for us who like play the game on, play the game and record it and upload it to YouTube and other platforms. We will be easily copyright striked. So you either have to erase the music parts when you uploaded the video to YouTube, or try to erase it manually when you are video editing the footage. It's really a problem here. They should provide like separate sliders for different audio tracks. It doesn't make sense. So whenever, after starting the game, whenever the music starts, I will just stop talking, so that when I edit the footage in the YouTube video editing tool, it will erase the music automatically, and it will not erase my commentary as well. And these are different options you can toggle in. We will check these when we start the game. So Now let's start the game. Let's do 4-1. Yep, of course. This is what they told me in the first game. I'm not sure if this is really relevant or they are just harvesting our data. Here you can see the usage of the game. So before we start, let me show you really quickly. As you can see, 5950X, 128 gigs of RAM. So the way you can read this data is, you can see, for example, the RAM, the 60 and 7000, that's like 67 gigs of RAM being used total, because I do have VMware, I do have two virtual machines open at the same time. While for the 6.6 gigs, that's the amount of the RAM being used by the game itself. There's no way to show the amount of CPU usage by the game only. So that's the total 21%, 20%. That's the total the game plus the virtual machines and everything. With the wattage and the frequency of the highest CPU there. We do have GPU 0, GPU 1. So since the game is running only on one GPU, that would be GPU 1. So if you keep your eyes on GPU 1, you can see the temperature and you can see the usage of the game and other programs on my computer. There is no way to show only the game itself. So that's 80%. I mean 18%. While the other GPU, GPU 0, is tasked with PhysX, and VMware is running on it. OBS is running on it as well. MEM1, all versus game, that's the GPU one. Like I said, the one on which I am playing. You can see that overall I'm using 8.3. So all the programs on my computer that are running on this GPU are using the combination of 8.3 gigs of VRAM, while the game itself is using 6 gigs of that 8.3. So if you subtract it, you would conclude that the other programs on my computer are using 2.3 gigs and the game is only using 6. Okay, and keep an eye also on GPU 1 core plus memory clock, the clock speed basically. So this is how you can interpret the data shown on the top left. So without further ado, let's start the game. Okay, so that was the quite an introduction. I can see that in this kind of configuration, I'm getting like 45 FPS, which means if I were to drop from GLAA to DLSS quality, I would be getting 60 hopefully. So let's go back here and apply quality. See, it is showing the PS4 controller right now perfectly. If we compare it with the first game, if you go back to first video where I played the first game like yesterday, you can see that it wasn't detecting the PS4 controller uh, natively. One thing, the last thing I failed to mention, that I have the game installed on an 8 terabyte NVMe SSD, and I am monitoring the hard drive activity on a separate window. Unfortunately, I can't display it in that stats uh, window there, so
Hey!
I don't have the map yet, right? Where does it say map? Pause? Okay, the share button doesn't show anything. I don't have the map yet.
Let's head home before it gets dark. feel that.
Pretty damn shaky.
Yeah. So this is so since the game came on PlayStation and not on Xbox, it really uses the controller really to its full potential. I guess so. In a sense that, for example, when the earthquake started, I can feel the intensity uh, with the vibration on the controller. So, and if you are using a dual sense, you can feel the intensity in the R1, R2, and the L2, and in that, all that. So, my recommendation is to play the game using a controller and not keyboard and mouse.
Here we go.
There was an option to soothe the baby. Where is it? Sign weapon, field wear, cargo option, compass. Okay, compass, scanner, balance, carry cargo. What else? Crouch stand, hold breath. Hold breath with R1, yeah. Melee attack. Perform action. I forgot how to soothe the baby when he is crying. Okay, I do have to plan my route carefully here. Or else I will just get lost here. Or fall down. Where this is going to take me. Okay, go down. Let's see if I can circle around it.
I should. Back home and then some dinner. Great. Rain. Gotta move.
It said keep pressing L2 and R2 to resist the wind. Like I said, I'm using the PS4 controller, and while the wind is heavily blowing on me, it engage the vibration in the controller so I can feel that intensity. I wish I had a dual sense so I can feel the other aspects of and the features of the controller.
Almost there.
Is there like a difference between this one and this one? They look the same. Two, it's like 10. Two, okay, it looks like the same. Equip. It says dismantle ladder, but that's the start option. Carry. Okay, you know what? There is a solution for this actually. If we go back to controls and see that option where activate photo, input icon display, keyboard and mouse icon. Now I guess, yeah, it will show the keyboard if I'm using the keyboard. Tab, but it took me here. Nah, that's not what I want. I thought there was like a conflict between the two buttons on the PS4 controller. See, even dismantle ladder looks in red. I don't really see how to do it.
There, we made it.
Did you notice the leaves on the floor dying? Here we go.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I
Not bad, the reporter. Not bad at all.
the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job, those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing
Open up.
I know, the blues they send
There you go.
to meet me, defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. It's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
Because I'm free.
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
She was like, "Hello, Stan. What are you doing here, Stan?"
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Chiral printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Chiral network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Chiral printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the...
That's the GPU crying.
UCA.
You can see the GPU 1, 71 Celsius 72.
But I'm afraid the death stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass for 1000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say? Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside. Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control, claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
If I choose I won't do it, will the game end here? It reminds me of Far Cry series, where if you choose no, the game ends.
Yeah, alright.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
How did they manage to keep the house that clean with that kind of attitude?
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the Chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with the delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
So I only have one ladder, okay? I should really know how to take it with me back. Open, close. Okay, so the main objective is the one with the star. That's understood. Here I can put it like behind him or hold it. Not carried. Okay, there are boxes on the floor. Again, this is the first time playing this. I only played like 3 hours through the first one. So I am missing a lot here regarding the mechanics and all. But it says not carried. These are the various options, tools I'm not carrying. Place a backpack, place hand. Yeah, put it here. Blood. This one. Utility makes sense. For the latter. Tool rack. Attached to suit. Not sure how it will go.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Okay, I took everything, right? My strategy so far is to walk while holding L2, R2, so he won't like keep swinging.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map.
Return to the map.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there.
Yes.
There are bandits in the area too.
Okay.
Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Hold to draw a route, okay. So I am the guy with the green. And I can see that there is a tiny river there. And those guys are behind me and the bridge, right? So it's either I go through them or like circle around. I don't even know if I can circle around them. So I guess like this. Up here.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
And then maybe go like this. Something like this. And from here I will try to go to the left. Circle around. As you can see, there is a wall here. At second thought, I don't think I can avoid them. I will try to go to the left here and then try to see if there is an opening in this corner. We shall see.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with a Cupid, the network can't grow.
Please, not again.
No.
Oh boy.
No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile in your trouble, Hugo. Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
See, I did not, like I said, I did not finish the first game. I only played like the first 3 hours. That's what you will see when you check the other video before this one. And what I am thinking about so far is so earlier I heard her saying that he killed like the big boss of those creatures at some point. Maybe, yeah, of course in the first one. Second, noticed something I've noticed here is that these creatures that are like outside his house, it's like they are holograms. They are not the real creatures. Maybe he is using those holograms to scare like predators and snoopers and bad people away from his house. That's what I have noticed. So let's keep going. One last thing, if you keep your eyes on the stats there, 46, 45 FPS. Mind you, I am playing at max settings, including ray tracing. So ray tracing by itself is known to use like at least 40% of the GPU power, or yeah, power basically. So if I were to end path tracing also adds to it. So keep that in mind. I'm playing the game like maxed out with everything. That's why I'm getting that kind of FPS. So if I were to remove ray tracing and just keep the normal ambient occlusion and reflections or all that, I am confident that I would be getting 60 and the game will run with like 70% GPU utilization. The most really. And as opposed to if I were to play the game at a higher resolution without DLSS, that 40% jump in utilization from, let's say, 1080p to 1440p, it's the equivalent of running the game with ray tracing but at 1080p. I hope you get what I mean here. And also keep in mind that I am using OBS to record. Also I have two virtual machines open, and they are all using like at least a tiny percentage of the GPU power. So if I were to just let's say you do have a 4060 Ti, let's say you have 32 gigs of RAM, and you do have, let's say, 5500X CPU. That's like 8 cores in 16 threads. If you have this kind of rig, of setup, and you just opened you just rebooted your computer and opened the game right away, you would still get 60 FPS. So I am confident that if I were to reboot my computer and only start the game and nothing else, without even recording, I would get 60 FPS locked with everything. I'm saying this with my experience playing on this GPU for like more than a year. And basically you can go back to uh, the live section on my YouTube channel
Get this done.
and you can see how many games I have finished live while having like two virtual machines opened and multiple videos open at the same time. Like I was streaming across 5 different streaming platforms, and I used to have like 5 different players running at the same time, running on the same GPU basically. So that's a lot for the GPU to process. And of course at the same time I'm playing on the same GPU, so. And the fact that it has 16 gigs of VRAM, you can see there that the game only is using 9 gigs of VRAM, while the other programs on my computer are using the rest. So it's like 2 gigs being used by other programs, and 9 gigs is used by the game alone. If I were to use frame generation, it will also use another 1 gig. So now I remember people when they used to laugh at this GPU while praising the 36 CTI's 12 gigs being superior in the CUDA, having greater CUDA numbers than this one. Now I am the one laughing with the extra VRAM, extra 4 gig VRAM. I don't even, mind you, I don't even have Steam open. So Steam alone, if you check the task manager, it would be using like 700 megs already.
That was too close.
And the gwm.exe on Windows, that's the executable that is tasked with showing the graphics of all the windows open and all that. .exe also is using like 700 megs. So just by turning on your computer and opening Steam, you would be using 1.5 gigs of VRAM. Like I said earlier, the only problem I have with this game so far is the fact that a major problem really for anyone who shares his footage on YouTube and other platforms is the fact that the game does not have a way to turn off the music. For example, you may just want to sit back and play the game on let's say a big screen, a TV
Keep it up,
for
Sam.
example, and while you are walking these huge distances, you may want to like play a podcast on the side without having that music annoying you. Of course the music adds a little bit of color to the game. But of course, we want freedom to do whatever we want. This is a great place for us to do some lookout. I will try to do it stealthily. So we do have a huge bridge.
We're in enemy territory now.
Yep. Maybe I can sneak down there. Let's see. I can sneak down here, for example. I'm not sure if this end is connected to the building. And I'm not sure if the building is accessible. What else? Now let me just see. There is an opening here and we have a river. I can't cross it. We know I should go there. And we can see that a storm is coming. Maybe if I wait a little bit, see if the storm is will come here. Maybe I will use it to stealthily check this area. Like I said, I'm just improvising here. The only experience I have with the game is the 3 hours I played yesterday on in this Stranding 1. Okay, in Death Stranding 1, I used to like crouch with the circle. Remind me what I do. Order. No, show me the options. Yeah. Melee attack. 99% of the games just crouch with circle. Why changing it? Pick up cargo, perform action. Okay. It's a bummer that I did not use weapons in my walkthrough yesterday in the first game. Weapons too. So I'm not experienced with weapons yet. Just like this. Okay. You know what? I have an idea. Why not? Just checking the crispiness. If I like go up here, maybe I can scout better if I... Uh-oh, I can see one. There's another one. I feel the auto aim is not engaging like right away. Controller. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Controls for Susan Liu. Left stick versus motion sensor. It should have like defaulted automatically to motion sensor since it detected base for controller. Controls for reading weapons or structures. Hold. I'm looking for aim assist. Strong. Dead zone. Okay, for the aim assist, this is the only option we do have. And there is no slider for its intensity. Just strong, medium, and all. Okay, it shot. I guess I can hide here. So, concerning the DLSS quality, we can see that it's okay. Okay, let's speed up this. Now we know how to engage the enemies and electric road, okay. We could have like an interesting fighting between these cars, right? It reminds me of a Sicario movie. Okay, there are a few interesting spots I have to check before continuing. What is this? Hack to unlock. Mule post box sports belt, blood bag. Cargo management carried on back. Electric road. Attached to suit. Tool rack. I feel like I have accumulated too many tools. I'm not even I will not need anyway, so equipped, not carried, okay? This one. Offload. Offload. Beloved by bandits, the auto-modded design of these boots makes them functional but flimsy. I'm not wearing these, right? I just took them from the bandits. Offload. Attach to suit, carried on back, okay? Utility. Transporter boots. These are mine. I'm not sure I understood the concept of these boxes. Why did he drop the tools on the floor? I thought maybe he would be like putting them here, like in Resident Evil, for example, the big boxes, and I would be able to access them anywhere in the universe. Something like that. At least now I feel lighter.
Get it done.
Let's see. Look at the floor. I'm not impressed to be honest. Maybe if I try the game at 4K with DLSS, maybe I'm wondering if I will be noticing any texture improvement. But I'm not impressed so far. See, for example, here you can. This is the best. This is
Come
the
on, let's
best
get this done.
example. Here you can see the clariness in the textures. See how crispy, how crispy it is. No pun intended. So blurry, so low quality. Here again, it's the same thing basically. Oh boy, did you see that? Something was look, 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 look. I guess this is one of those. It's either ray tracing. Yeah, I guess it's ray tracing. It's not one of those big creatures. It's like ghosting. The reflection, yeah. Look at that. So we are discovering this universe bit by bit. See, that's supposed to be the reflection of the shadows on the floor, right? Is it a mirage since we are in this desert? Or is it just Nvidia, a special feature from Nvidia?
Come on, what you got? Let's do this.
The blue thing is the food, right? Oh, wait, go back. Okay. So this is actually that bridge.
I'm Sam!
Okay, I just crossed. What is this? Armed hostile. I left one enemy. So this guy did not see me or what? I am here. I am about to cross to the other map section.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Okay, we said I have to go there, right? So let's plan it from here.
Commencing route creation.
I would say the ladder here, 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 like here. Let's go here and try to go across. To here, here. But we don't have a bridge. Yeah, see, we don't have a bridge here. The closest point would be this or this. Here. So I will take my chances and go there.
Finalized. Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Okay. Now the question is how to cross to this section.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
See, I'm forced to go straight. Maybe I can use the rope to go down here, but look at that. That's the water, right? And there's some kind of huge fish there. Yep. Can I put the ladder here? Okay, is that the ladder I tagged earlier? Yeah, it is. So now we can continue to the left side, right? But I heard like an animal there. I have to go up.
Okay, great. Let's step in.
Okay, let's see if I reach those buildings. Yeah.
God damn, dude.
I just noticed boots actually have a health bar. So I shouldn't have like dropped those boots. Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, we are still learning this game. See again the closest food. We do have one ladder here, extra ladder. We do have food. And this and this. Okay, first the... Let's do the food. I'm not sure what happened earlier when I fell. Did I lose cargo or what? Okay, I missed it. There it is. And here is that point I was talking about earlier. But here I guess I need like 2 ladders. Let's see. Okay, it's night already. Okay, so this is one point. There is another one here. And maybe here. And of course here. So I guess this is the closest, right? So let's attempt this. No. One. Something like this. I'm not sure about that dismantle option. It takes me back here. Uh-uh. Okay, I'm not even sure if it was necessary for me to use that ladder. Okay, let's see where I should go. It's only straight. Let's
Commencing route creation.
this.
Delivery.
Yep,
2 wheels up.
that's what I was wondering about. What is this exactly? Is it like a motion sensor?
Good evening, Sam.
Okay.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security
Yeah. Yep.
weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
I am playing offline. These features are useless to me. Forever alone, I guess. Okay, the edges. Here we can see the flickering. The edges are not good. We are using DLSS quality and it did not fix the anti-aliasing.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
%. That's the only time when I fell. About to deliver cargo. Deliver, yes.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the Chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes? Guessing you ran into some trouble on the way? Everything's in decent enough condition, so it's all good. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
This guy looks like those soldiers in the Phantom Pain.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Okay, we just unlocked the first, just 1/3 of this area. We still have to do another one before going to the main objective.
Now displaying your current portal grade.
Is that like a skill tree? Porter grade increased.
Porter grade increased.
Yeah, combat
Congratulations.
stealth. Yeah, that's a skill tree, but Sam Porter 10 brave handler. Can I like upgrade from here or what? Bridge link. Just continue. Total playtime. Distance.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope. As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right. Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
It's time to take a shower, I guess.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
Or is it time to verify Discord with my facial recognition thing? Sure, bro. Ooh. Why the black bars though? You should have provided a way to hide that close and remove the black bars. I mean, these are great screenshots, potential good or great thumbnails. See, the things they eat. Huge plush. Strand wolf. I would like to go back to the first one and finish it. I mean, since I'm a huge podcast fan, I would be like playing it while having a podcast in the background, especially in those long walks. Yep, I am offline. Okay, we used to toilet shower. Okay, go toilet shower. I hope they did not remove the sink and the mirror. Sleep. What else? Okay, my weapons. Please don't tell me there is the mirror, but I can't access it right now. Bro is like
Are you
cinema.
alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Oh my god.
Same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lo.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
If this game really teaches you something, it's never trust your eyes.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Go to sleep again? What time is it anyway? It says private room. Enter a private room gives Sam a chance to have. Yeah, please make it private. Change screen image. You can customize the screen in your private room. Choose from. I was wondering earlier if this room is actually like outside this complex, and if the mirrors, the glass actually shows you what's really outside, not that the glass is actually a screen on which you can put different like backgrounds, and the room actually is inside the complex. This is so creepy. Nah, okay. Default, hide hologram. Yeah, now we can see that the room is actually inside the complex. We're finally connected to the Chiral network, okay? For long. Can I connect to the hub from here? Asking for a friend. Okay, what else? Let's do the sync. I want to verify my Discord account. Wash face. Customize look. Ah, the glasses? No, we don't need glasses. Just wash face. Okay, what happened to those gestures? So if you haven't played the first one off, or if you haven't seen the video of me playing the first one, like the video before this one, there used to be like the right stick. There used to be like 8 different animations that you can choose from, and from there you can pause and take a picture. And it used to do like a really close up on his face with those facial expressions and all. I don't see it here. Let me go. Okay, it doesn't even let me press start to check the controller. It would really suck if they removed that feature. It was funny. Customize. Change screen image. Hide hologram. Go to surface. Are we underground? View test weapons. View and test. Visit the armory to see. Okay, sleep till evening. Sleep till morning. Does it mean that earlier was actually morning? I chose sleep till morning. Now it is morning, right? I can't stand up in the move. Where is this exam table go? Ah, the drinks again. One bug a day will keep the doctor away. Customized backpack.
A new feature has been made available for use.
Yeah, whatever, man. I can see the XD thing there. I just want to change the boots. Ah, maybe here we can just change the skins. No, just keep his face shown. Let's do the next objective. Toilet, shower, go to surface. Let's do one more objective in this walkthrough.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by APAS.
Okay, medical units. Got it?
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. And once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, Each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
So if I were to check, this is outside their point of influence. Also, I can see that I can put like a ladder here. Maybe here. Where else? Okay, so I start from here.
Commencing route creation.
Like this. Like this. It maybe go straight here. Like this. Here I can see we have a lot of up and down. Yeah. I can't go all the way straight. I should... Okay, it's better to go here
Delivery route finalized.
and then keep going straight and maybe try to go up from here or from some other location. Yeah, it's going to be rough. The fact that I wasn't like tilting the camera like this, it's going to be a rough walk. Maybe if I reach S3. Let me plan it again.
Commencing route create delivery route
No, 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 no.
finalized.
Remove all markers. Okay, let's do it again while taking in mind the topology of this area. So let's do... Start from here.
Creation.
Here. It's going to be hard. Like this. And I have to follow here. I will keep going so I can reach this section. That's it. And from here I will plan another one just to see how I'm going to go up here.
Delivery route finalized.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo.
20 kilos.
But
No
don't
problem.
forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done.
Yep.
Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo.
Yeah, makes
Run
sense.
out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
It's going to be tough, especially when I climb up with those big boxes on top. And I should keep L2 and R2 pressed. I could take those two on my both hands, right?
Order accepted. Thank you.
Okay. There is the door. Okay, let's just see how he actually moves. More stable. It's kind of hard to see what's in front of you. But if I were to... Oh, yeah, this thing. Let's go to... I did not even save, right? Save. New. Okay, they finally fixed it. Meaning they let you do multiple saving slots then. In the first one, it's automatic. One thing I did not pay attention to earlier when he talked about like a substance I have to use to like spray on the cargo I am taking with me so that the rain won't affect it. Extend deliver one or more. That's why I saved, so I can experiment with it basically. Okay. Let's see if I can... Yeah, read that. Exposure to timefall damages containers, okay? Reducing their capacity to absorb impact. Use container repair spray to restore them to their original condition. Container repair spray. Did I take it with me? Canteen, blood bag. This little guy, okay. Strand. I think I don't have it. Climbing anchor. Maybe I should go back? Let's see. Take off your backpack. View and arrange your cargo. Auto arrange. Offload materials. Offload backpack content. Let me go back. It would suck if I did not actually take it with me. Yep. Fabrication management, facility storage. Fabricate equipment, backpack, customize look. Let's see this. Fabricate
Please
equipment.
select an item to fabricate.
Yeah, here it is. Container repair spray. Am I blind or what? Are these all the tools I already have? Okay, never mind. It doesn't even say 1 or 2 or 3, which means maybe this has like an infinite usage. So I actually have to... Okay, let's make 3 at least. Let's make 3. See, it needs like that crystals thing, it needs resins. So I need also to collect like these resources while I am exploring the area, right? Fabricate sufficient material. It only needs these 2 and I have already enough. Fabricate equipment completed, continue. Okay, so how many do I have? 3. Let me now go to backpack customization, fabricate patches? Ah, patches, okay. Let's use less. Then go to sort retrieve cargo from your private locker. Select compensation. No. Okay, now as you can see, I am exploring this the mechanics of this game. Since I did not expose myself to these aspects while playing the first game, so we are just discovering these together. Cargo management. Now we can see if we do have the sprays with us. Transport not carried. Okay, let me take off backpack. Emojis, oh my god. Here we have the weapons. Canteen, okay. Where's this spray thing? These are the same like tools I already have seen earlier. Does it mean I did not take the newly fabricated? Activated, go. Tools with me, take on order, deliver, report. Claim material? Materials stored at this facility can be withdrawn as cargo, allowing you to transport them to another location. So they won't like auto transport to other places like in Resident Evil with the box? That's too much information to absorb in one session. I just want to see if I took those sprays with me. You see, it says private locker, so when I not carried. Okay, utility pouch. So when so whatever I fabricate, it goes automatically to the private locker. Auto arrange, select multiple. This, and then place in backpack. How does it look? Okay, it's a small box, right? It's a small box, so let me just put it on the right side. Not sure, to be honest. Let's see if I do have it now. Now it is showing 150 by 150. We do have 3. Now the real question is, how many do I need to take with me? And for that, let me just save again. Save. And continue. Yep. Now the real question is, should I spray it before? No.
Oh, God.
Does it have like a preemptive effect on those on the cargo basically, or does the cargo deteriorate and then it restores its health bar? I don't remember what it said. Okay, the game must have like a log, right? Corpus. SamBB, data bank, tips, controls. I don't see anything related to those sprays here. Okay, structure, communication, cargo properties if you abandon your cargo. Material. Stealth, combat, combat techniques, delivery technique, stolen ammo, backpack. So if you are watching this on YouTube, you can just pause the video and read these, so you can have a better idea. And if you already played the first one, you may see like if you read these, you can have like a comparison between both delivery techniques. I'm just looking for something that explains how I should use that spray thing. The vibration in the controller is kicking really hard.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Well, they should have provided like they should have
Enough already.
provided a health bar for those boxes. I mean, how am I supposed to know the damage they took with this rain? Okay, weight, cargo capacity. As you can see, there is no place to hide from this rain.
Warning. Libre activated.
Okay, it says something about the effect of rains on rivers. So like earlier, if I wanted to cross, this is the best place. But I'm not going to cross. I'm trying to go like straight as much as possible and avoid like heights as much as possible. Even avoiding these guys. Don't hesitate to rethink your route. Looks like the timefall been relentless. If they are too deep, instead take a look at your map. I just hope that this left side will remain intact. So I will just keep going like this. Okay. Okay, I guess the blue one is the safest and the yellow is the shallow one, right? I'll try to avoid it. I did not even bring a new pair of boots with me. See, the red means very deep.
This must be their territory.
Yeah, that's the little bridge I was talking about earlier here. This is the only way for me to cross if I were to cross this river. High performance springs. And then I'm not really comfortable given this rain. So I will try to avoid these guys as much as possible. What is this? Climbing anchor, okay. And the fact that my cargo is little too big. So I will just keep going like this. Until here. Yeah, go through this valley. Like this. And try to find an opening. Okay, it seems like I can go through here. So yeah, now it makes sense, right? So where is the last? Where am I? Here I am, okay. This is the last point. So I will just try to hopefully go through here. Like this. Like this, like this. And from here I will go through this valley. Boom, boom, boom. And then turn left from here. We can see some vegetation, and from here I'm sure we'll find a way after. Maybe like this. So let's check the last.
What you looking for, dumbass?
Okay, like I said earlier. Oh, they do have a choke point there. God damn it. I actually went through their territory. How stupid I am.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery.
Try to find like flat surfaces as much as possible. Here I can cross, of course. I just need to reach C1. Okay, wait, let me... Okay, let me double down. Let's see. I was calling it a valley, right? But it turned out it's actually the mainstream, the river. Which means I can't go through there. Here we have some vegetation. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Let's see. I have to go up again.
Enough already.
Yep, so true. Maybe he needs food. Okay. Watch out. See, earlier when I was hoping to go through this area, it turned out to be a river. Which means I should go to the left instead. Yeah, here it tells you it's too deep. Which means I should have like crossed from here earlier and go straight. But again, I will be faced with a river here. Okay, let's go left. Yeah, we are facing a problem here. If I can go down, let's do it really slowly. And then follow the green. $86 already, oh. Repairing cargo container. Yeah, see the fact that it's not showing like a health bar for it. Restored? Okay. Let's see again. If I just follow this route, well, where it will lead me to. Okay, let's follow it and see if I can cross. Oh boy. Yeah, we may have problem here. This is the intersection, it's too deep. Believe it or not, they actually provided like help and tips here. Like if I go up with this ladder, I guess it will take me to like here, here, another one, then continue. This happened to me in the first game. I did not follow the road and there was like a ladder and a rope. I think I'm stuck here. My only hope is here, somewhere here. If I go left. Yeah, it does not look good. This one seems to be too far, right? Let's test it.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
We did it. Okay, that was the hardest part. Now we only have to continue. Given the topology, I would say yeah, follow this route till here. Then here. And from here try to go up, I guess. Let's see. Okay, how far is it anyway? The things I'm looking at, are they here or actually these structures? See, it looks really close. It actually looks closer. I would be a fool to, if it was really that structure there, this close,
Keep it up, Sam.
I'd be a fool like going to the left.
Two wheels up.
See, there's actually an opening there, like I
Come on, let's
thought.
get this done.
Come on, Sammy boy.
So it's not that bad. I can't really tell the difference with the ray tracing,
Buen dia, Sam.
except tanking down the performance.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
This is not cyberpunk,
Process your
so
orders and requests.
I have a hard time believe the usefulness of ray tracing here. Villa Libre, okay. La Madre, go. Both intact, okay.
You are Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo. This is practically flawless. Mil gracias. I have to say, this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you would... Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the Chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Now displaying your current port grade.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the Chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal. A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
So we did like let's say 3 or 4 objective is in this run. So I'm happy to do this deep dive into this Stranding 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you haven't seen the first video, I encourage you to check it here. Or if you want to know the story, the full story of the first one, you can check the other video there. So hopefully we will continue this with another game, or maybe another part 2 walkthrough of this Stranding 2. So until then, see you in the next task.